NaVi's turn to ban.
Aw, come on.
NaVi's turn to pick. Radiant team pick. NaVi's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. NaVi's turn to ban. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. NaVi's turn to ban. Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. NaVi's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Radiant team pick. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. NaVi's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Night Stalker.
Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. NaVi's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. NaVi's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. Ten seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Reserve time. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Invoker.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Prepare for battle.
Check it
First
out.
of all,
Let's
it doesn't
check
have
it out.
the
Check it
baller.
out. Check it out. Check it out.
Wait, hold
Their perspective.
on. Oh my god, we're stuck in player perspective. How?
What do we do?
How?
Oh no, you disconnect and reconnect.
Is this
I promise you, disconnect.
okay?
Reconnect.
But how?
No, just do it.
Logical
Watch.
game.
Crash set, right?
It's awful. Like you need the baller.
We're back in player perspective.
Oh god! Oh god! At least we're watching the right player.
Oh my god.
Oh my
that's
god,
so-
we're fucked.
What the
There's no way to
fuck?
change anything.
Oh no, just get out of this. And then
We
can
already
Just,
left.
no, I'm saying get out. and We can just watch it from like the watch.
No, but then we'll have delay. This is fine. We can just pick a player and like get real deep into the
I
mind.
mean,
Like,
fuck it. We're Moonduck.
Yeah, it'll
Do whatever the
work.
fuck we want.
It'll work. I think it'll work. Like Invoker watches the map before Sun strikes, right?
This guy's gonna be running away from bad guys all
The
game
battle
long.
begins.
We can only wait. Can we shoot the complete tire?
Even for like people watching, like the camera movement.
Yeah.
Not our camera. It's the it's
Yeah.
another person's
Yeah,
camera.
I know.
It's not player
Exactly.
perspective.
Sustain.
There's like a console. Right?
No, it's not player perspective.
Will I get-
We're in
will I get a-
another
will I get an
person's-
adult?
We're in another
Oh,
person's channel.
in another person's channel.
Yeah.
Pardon.
So we're just watching someone else.
No,
like,
we're not. This
camera
is
move.
definitely
no, this is
Rubik.
actually player perspective.
This is Rubik moving.
Yeah.
We're watching
Because
Rubik.
the way he moves his.
Yeah, you can see. You can see. He's clicking. Alright, I'm gonna go get an adult.
We actually need a professional.
Yeah.
This is bad. Hold on, let's watch Invoker.
On Rubik.
Wait, it's not. Yeah, we're actually stuck on Rubik.
Well,
It will not change. Alright.
all right, everybody in Twitch chat, you're gonna see how to play support.
This is
Please
how
do
you-
that in all the 3K pubs, so I can start winning my games.
This is how you control the lane, guys, and get owned by Night Stalker.
Yeah, we'll die very soon.
As you can see, our two range creeps,
Oh,
and he's
uh-huh.
freaking out right now. He's like,
It's like fuck, as fuck.
we gotta control this lane quick. This is bad.
Huh?
Have someone that.
A tithe to the impurities. What have we here?
Radiant's top tower is under
What?
attack.
Oh man.
That was a
Radiant's
mistake.
structures
Yeah,
are
they know
fortified.
they saw him going there with the ward. I guess they don't really want to do that in case. Yeah, or Rubik's already coming up. Just look into that.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh no, he's so King R.
Ghostic was like,
Yeah,
yeah.
he's like, I don't really want to do
Yeah,
this.
you're on your own.
I
Radiant's
apologize.
top tower is under attack. Radiant's top
First
tower
tower,
has
4.5
fallen.
minutes. Eh?
Yeah, very
Yeah.
fast, huh?
Yeah.
And Foker's sitting comfortably on 9 CS. Really, really,
Yeah, it's 2 minutes.
wishing he had Sakita.
Yeah, apparently,
Dire's bottom tower is under
you're a
attack.
bounty room getter. This is real bad, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is
He's
super
gonna
bad.
boost at 5 minutes in.
Invoker isn't he
a
can kind of catch
mid-hero.
up with his team can make space. He has a Sunstrike killer too.
He only catches up because he. No, it's not like this build is actually gaining popularity. Us?
Go straight, like how it works.
Yeah, and then just immediately play chug clarities. Like, or 4 expert.
Really?
Yeah, something. I used to do the stacking creep.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
What do you think? What's up, Ryan?
What's your Sunstrike?
To die at my hand is an honor.
What's it, the Iron Talon? Actually, I much prefer playing Dire. Because you can just stand here. You can kill these creeps.
Ancients.
It's very effective. Yeah. You don't even need, it doesn't even need to be that late.
Mid
First
lane
behind,
to
and
start pushing this.
all these guys are
What
just
is
deep.
happening?
They are confused. Side they're on.
What?
Been spotted.
0 mana as well.
Went in for this flashback though.
You don't do much without any mana on focus.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
What he is?
Okay.
Nice soccer nighttime.
Yep. Someone went down.
Also,
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
get them a little.
Radiant structures
alright.
are fortified.
Yep. Wasn't the best. I think you really need to prioritize getting clarities out to you. Like, you cannot have no mana. Not a thing.
Had nothing. Right?
Radiant's middle tower
I
is under
guess he's saying to
attack.
himself, every clarity is me further away from my
Spam people. Spam combo.
Radiant's middle
AoE gold, got
tower is
him
under
back.
attack.
He's trying really hard to last hit that one in.
Ah, 250 gold.
Yeah, he's happy with that.
Yeah, very nice. It's because it's just like
Oh, you got
Guess
the
the
spin off
spin
this
off.
time.
Not a long way that.
he's good. Double stun! Chappy turns around! Massive overextension.
An honor for you.
NaVi there,
Yeah,
or man.
tier 1.
Very fast, natural boost.
Rack combo is heading down bottom. The top. Take a
Latest.
tower in like 30 seconds.
We were saying the hero struggles with come back or, you know,
Keeping up with
keeping up
farm.
with farm. Man.
That's one way to do it, right? With the
Definitely
mines.
an answer. The attack speed is insane, right? When he finishes with treads, he has the bloodlust on. Don't know me.
It's not like it makes him.
Radiant's
The
bottom
hero's
tower
already like
is under
naturally
attack.
deep.
It's
Alright.
based off stats and all his abilities, right? He needs levels and his tracking.
Levels are good.
Radiant's middle tower is under
They
attack.
have the ascension ward.
Back
The
to back
second
death.
death.
SF was comfy in his mid.
Radiant's bottom
And he had
tower
a
is under
amazing
attack.
style, right? We were,
Yeah.
Dire's
The Overlord
top tower
really have
is
a-
under attack.
and now he's not doing so bad.
Radiant's bottom
Maybe not
tower
bad.
has
That's what I
fallen.
mean.
At WellPlay?
That should help.
Oh,
Die.
Bottom tower has a phone. See that one
This Venge is pretty big.
yeah.
Dire's
Iron
structures
up in the level.
are
Oh, let's check a
fortified.
purge stat actually.
Oh, the experience for an event at the top
Dire's
of the
top tower
Oh.
is under
He's
attack.
gaining so much experience.
450 a minute.
Really leveling
Missing
up
a lot of
fast.
You missed 3 CS in a row.
But it's okay.
Radiant's
'cause,
middle
you know,
tower is
Experience.
under
We
attack.
weren't looking at net worth with there.
Dire's
Let's kill them
top
as quick
tower
as
has
possible.
fallen.
Oh, FN.
Doctors in the trail.
Isn't that the OPC level?
God.
All right.
Offlane Night Stalker only level 5.
The issue is with events like this, you need your teammates to be able to do stuff. Right? You're not really like a solo game winner hero. You're like a group up and fight as 5 kind of hero. And if your team is
Because you bring
struggling,
so much with like all
Yeah,
your
you're never gonna
passive, everything.
Never gonna solo carry a game with Revenge, right? It's like a team.
yeah, exactly. So when your teammates are struggling, they're running around on no items, no levels. It's really tough. We need.
But Revenge is kind of interested in getting her farm up. She is going to go Midas into Helm of Dom, so it's not going to be that much slower. I do think NaVi should be eyeing Roche pretty soon. I think they can take it out pretty quickly as soon as Shadow Fiend gets his level 1 President of Dark Lord.
And they've got that Night Stalker ulti now. A minute and a half until nighttime.
Yeah, they just need a farm for, I think, like 2 minutes, I'd say. Shadow Fiend can get 10 at that point. 25 attack speed, 20 attack speed. Also really good. Vengeful Spirit will have her Helm of Dom, and then it'll be nighttime, and then they can actually fight again. But, you know, just a brief lull on the action for them.
When you said they should sit back a little bit, 4-man farming their own jungle. RMN's the only one across the river. Actually lurking around, maybe looking to push out this creep wave after Chappie forces it forward and dips back into the jungle. But there is the nighttime. General pops his ult as well, just trying to extend that one out.
I think they have to fight now, or fight soon though, because General doesn't have that much farm. He committed for Urn rather than like Midas, let's say. So that means that he's not going to be very farming unless they get a couple of kills pretty soon. So they're going to go into Roche right now. At level 9, Shadow Fiend did go for the Presence of the Dark Lord over the ultimate. Should make this a lot easier. It's a pretty good value point. -3 armor for 1 point.
That's pretty huge.
Yep.
And Empire don't seem to know until now. They Sunstrike and scan into the pit.
Too late.
But it's way too late. They've committed 3 heroes bot lane to try and shove into tier 1.
It was a good darkness by General. He used it at 11:06, so it's very typical to use it 50 seconds before nighttime. So they probably think, okay, you know, he just wants to make it night for a good 5 minutes instead.
Radiant's
And
middle tower
they were
is
actually
under
sitting
attack.
behind the Juggernaut on bottom, expecting a gank, but that did not happen.
Has fallen.
And now is
Now they're ready, dude.
Yeah, now it's natural nighttime. And you mentioned the Midas in general. He's actually got that queued up. The TP will come to the tier 2. Looking maybe for Chappie as the fake push mid. It did start off. Miposhka's moved away from his jug and the spin TP. We'll get Chappie away. RMN is one of the stragglers left out across this river, but Empire don't have anything to chase forward just yet. You know, FN still wants to farm into his Aghanim Scepter. Going for that kind of raw build that we're seeing more and more commonly. No more Rings of Aquila, no more. You know, I think we've seen Koikva go 4-staff a couple of times, but it's very rare. Chappie finds Dendi up at the top rune spot. Sunstrike's off the mark, and well, they've got the stun. Miposhka does cancel a TP at the very last second to secure that kill.
Downside of Night Stalker going to Urn. He had the Urn, and he doesn't have any charges. So now he's forced to farm for his Midas. And because he's forced to farm for his Midas and sit in lane, Shadow Fiend dies because Night Stalker is not doing anything except for farming. We don't want Night Stalker to be right here parked down in lanes farming up creeps. You want him to kind of make the enemy team feel threatened, make Invoker feel scared to farm these neutrals that he's farming. Juggernaut a little bit afraid to push towers because of the crippling fear threat, and none of this fear is really happening right now.
I guess
Because it was all because of that failed T2 dive though,
Yeah.
actually.
And I guess when you are farming as Night Stalker, you want to be doing it in fog anyway, being off the
Yep.
map to sort of create that fear you're talking about. And CP up top, and they want to start something off onto Chappie. He's low HP, but the hoof stomp comes in with a Sunstrike, and down he goes. General TPs to try and find something there, trying to make action happen, but the TPs from Empire will now allow them to full retreat. General's not having the best of times over on this Night Stalker. He's 400 or so gold away from his Hand of Midas, but
He did save the tower up top though. I don't think it would have fallen anyways. They could have just raised and it would have been enough to stop the creep wave. Usually it's the ogre that does that. that Ogre's the one that's like, oh, I'm just gonna run in,
Wanna
kill
walk-
me,
wanna stand in your creep wave and tank a few hits so the tower doesn't.
kill me, please. Not this game.
Chappie rushing straight into Manta style. You know, you talked about crippling fist. Silence is so big against the Juggernaut, not allowing him to healing ward or spin.
Even getting swapped in, I think, is pretty bad for him. So Manta kind of helps against that too.
I guess you can like swap into Silence as well, but this is the 5-man push that we've been looking for from NaVi into the tier 2 mid. Alpha Wolf there for Pycat's Venge as the Hand of Midas. Oh, it's been kicking in. Level 12, double damage Venge, and up onto high ground they go. Aegis is still on Pycat for a couple of minutes now. Tier 3's dropping, and there's no glyph here actually. This might be a full commitment to take down the tower and look for shrines, but the blink, stun strike off the mark, completely misses. FN seem to have no idea where the Vengeful Spirit was. This does not stop NaVi going on through the roll forward. Miposhka in with the Magnetize, but he's immediately dead. Tornado catches 3, but it's not enough damage, and they don't have the sustain to continue going forward. Ghost Stick even popped the Stampede for that, and NaVi, again, these are just spells being thrown that are... They're not doing anything, so NaVi can just keep on going.
That kill was so rough because that actually gave earn charges. So now Venge has like a second life.
They finally find the Leshrac, so no Edict onto the ranged racks, which is what NaVi were looking for, and they will finally move themselves away.
Still, they can take shrines out. It's 15 minutes into the game.
Yeah. I mean, Aegis still had another minute or so to go for Pycat, but there's no reason to give that away or give away a team fight when you've done so much structural damage over onto the side of Team Empire's base.
The DD was really great. The missed Sunstrike was very, very costly. Like, Pycat would not nearly have been so bold. Had he, like, it would have forced the Earth Spirit to not roll into. They wouldn't have had the earn charges, and Venge might have been actually like a good kill target too with Omni Slash and whatnot. But regardless, NaVi come out way ahead. I think being able to take down shrines this early is really huge for them. Unless that keeps dying.
That one doesn't miss. But Pycat, Aegis is going to get popped here. They're looking to kill off Ghost Stick in the back, and they will. Pycat doesn't have a swap, but take a look at where Chappie is. Slowed down by the Ignite, spins himself and TPs away. There's nothing to stop this, now that swap's on cooldown. And Dendi, that time the Sunstrike got him. Ghost Stick pairing up very nicely there with FN, finally finding that pop.
He did sell that the other Wraith Band though, that you talked about.
Did he finish the second Wraith Band? I didn't actually look to see it.
I don't think so.
I saw the second Slippers.
But he did buy a slipper. Usually you don't buy just a plain slipper.
Yeah, it was interesting. What do NaVi do now? Do they just continue the pressure? Do they wait for next Roshan? Are they waiting
I think
for general?
they look for opportunities to take down shrines. I think they could take it very quickly with SF beating on it and Leshrac with the Edict. So they just need to look for like one simple kill and 2 taking down shrines, and then take control from there. Having those shrines down, like, it is so hard to farm in the jungle, even if you're like a Juggernaut or something like that, because of the no shrines. You can't expect help from your team at all.
And you can even see the line of warding here from NaVi all across the jungles. One mid lane is about to expire. A fresh one up on the top lane, though, actually scouts Ghost Stick as he moves on across into the dire jungle. They're hunting for someone, but there is no one here. Their Radiant Observer Ward that was deep maybe saw for a split second RMN as he walked across the lane. But this is NaVi setting up camp, and Ogre, he's standing next to a shrine. Yeah, he's pinging it, saying, guys, we can probably go for this. They've shown up top. They've given away the position of 3-4 of their heroes, but now this smoke.
There's no Leshrac though. They can't take it down that quickly without Lesh. Like, Shadow Fiend's gonna have to sit there for a good like 20 seconds to take this down.
Oh, this could be big for Empire. They are smoked and running forward. FN's even TPing back. Oh, he's TPing back to Fountain actually to regen his mana, looking for a Sunstrike maybe. Ghost Stick blinks away. The Shrine's already dead. They couldn't get there in time to start a team fight before it went down. And RMN just goes back to farming waves.
They really want to fight this though. Pycat does have this double damage. He's hit
Again?
really hard. Yep. Double damage with Bloodlust.
Oh yes.
He's not level 15 though. Thought the Midas would bump him up in levels, but he's still a puny level 13.
And he's going straight into the BKB afterwards. Why no Dragonlance in this game? Does it just slow things down too much? You need these key items faster? Dragonlance is a bit delay?
I think because he already has the Midas, bigger items are better.
Okay.
BKB owns their lineup though. Who can really right click? Invoker's not farmed enough to do so. You can't just stand there right clicking the Venge with alacrity.
Especially if Juggernaut like insta dies or gets caught out.
Juggernaut also has Mantis style. He doesn't do that much damage, even with like a full Omni Slash on the Vengeful. She's usually going to have her her helm creep around her too, so half damage from the Omni Slash generally. I like it. With a BKB, you are not scared of dying at all, and you can also offensively swap. You can like swap Invoker in and then BKB and just do whatever you want. It's great.
Swap into Requiem.
Swap into Requiem.
Swap into Crippling
That
Fear.
is really hard to pull off, to swap into Requiem, but
I want to see it now. Now you've said that, I really want to see it.
it's so high risk for
for one kill.
for maybe a kill. That's the risky part.
I think the coolest things I've seen are like swap into Centaur stuns and stuff when there's been like a Venge and a Chen, but usually that's a support Venge and a support Chen, obviously. So you're not giving away too much if things go poorly for you. Empire, they hold a pretty good position here over towards the east of Navi's advance.
Did you see the swap into Lasso? That was pretty cool.
Swap into Lasso?
Yeah, some of the Chinese teams ran it. When Position 1 Venge was starting to be experimented with.
Because Vega used to run the swap into Hex. Venge
swap into Hex is
like
super easy.
Yeah.
Swap into Lasso is...
That
like
sounds cool.
The cast range on Lasso is not great, so...
Huh.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Na'Vi don't push forward. They realize they have no vision around this.
They need to take down that second shrine, do Roche, and then proceed how they will. But those should be the next two objectives for them, because it doesn't really seem like Empire really want to fight at the moment.
How do they gain access to this area, though? With Empire lurking around and the tier 2 top standing, do you send RMN bot again to like push a wave and force Juggernaut to go and deal with it?
No. You use the threat of Night Stalker.
So you just stay 5-man versus 5-man and have the Mexican standoff kind of thing?
Well, Night Stalker teams always get the jump, though. They should always get the jump. So that's when... That's the upper hand that Na'Vi have right now.
Na'Vi needs to get some wards down, though.
They have Night Stalker. He's a ward.
He doesn't have Ags yet, though.
Yeah, but he has Night Vision. Night Vision is incredibly good.
That's true.
That's why Luna was super popular and not so popular after she got her Night Vision nerf, amongst other things.
Bloodstone. RMN completes it 21 minutes in.
That is very fast.
No Yules, no Glimmer,
I
nothing.
actually like the Greaves build that Swindles does a little bit more than the Bloodstone Rush on the support. Just because I think in a team fight it's just way better. It's really good versus like the Magnetize on the Earth Spirit to dispel that, healing everyone up, and of course the mana I think is also fairly important versus something like an Invoker who could potentially EMP your team.
And when you have 6 armor on a Leshrac, you're just going to get a right-click down and maybe 1 or 2 hit crit as a Stampede.
You just play differently though with this build. This build you run in a lot more. Greaves, you just backcast spells, heal up. So Roshan is almost up. It's been 10 minutes and 35-ish, 40-ish seconds. And both teams know that we're just going to be up. Vengeful Spirit does have an illusion. How does Pike keep getting beat?
So the best runes.
Yeah, these are seriously the best runes for him. I would say Illusion right now is better than DD because they can get the high ground vision. And Earth Spirit just rolled away from the Illusion because he's deathly afraid of what's happening. He even had the Observer Ward, but look, Observer Ward, you can't see anything with it.
Jump in, stick 2-man, stomp general, slash, but they've still kept themselves alive. This Bloodstone Leshrac is finally going to drop, and he will die, but a heal comes through. I can't. Goes, he stood in the Roche pit and down he goes. He actually had the Aegis, he snatched it. Somehow he took it, and now Na'Vi, they don't have that second life of the Vengeful Spirit. Mipochka going to get raised a little bit here, but Chappie always got him on lockdown. The BKB from Dendi will keep him alive a little bit longer, but Na'Vi have gifted a team fight win to Empire. I didn't see what happened in the pit, but somehow
3-man stomp by Ghost Stick.
But the Aegis, why didn't no one pick it up?
I'm not sure. I mean, I think they were stunned, but I don't know who actually killed it.
Centaur got it somehow.
Maybe it was unclear in between the Vengeful Spirit and the Shadow Fiend who was actually going to pick the Aegis. Because I think both are pretty good carriers.
Yeah.
Both have BKBs too, so Vengeful Spirit was not able to pop her BKB in time.
They won't be able to do anything in time. That big old hoof stomp catching the 3 of them, then Roshan dying, then Aegis getting snatched. Oh, the Ice Wall placed down.
I really think this Leshrac build actually might have cost him the game though. If he had anything else other than a Bloodstone, like if he had Greaves, I think he would have been able to survive that fight and keep the... a 4-step, more importantly, Solar Crest. If he has Solar Crest, Roche would have been done, right? It would have been done 5 seconds before that whole fight had engaged. And Bloodstone's nice. I mean, it's good, but if you're a core, I would say. Because the thing about getting Bloodstone late is that you're not farmed enough to just run in. You want to get Bloodstone and then get like Shivas and stuff like that, so you just like run with your Bloodstone and just do tons and tons of damage because you have a lot of HP and a ton of mana. But like when you're behind with a Bloodstone, it's not particularly great because you lose charges because you're not that farmed, and you can't run in because you're not that farmed. So it doesn't really synergize with the playstyle of the Leshrac that I think RMN is going for, and you know, Swindle's build does have a lot of merit.
Okay. Well, at least they did get that kind of AoE pop heal. Kept Avenge alive a little bit longer inside the pit when RMN did die.
Yay.
Yeah. I'm just looking for silver linings here, Ben. That one little thing, that's all I can come up with, is that he managed to AoE heal a couple of people and maybe drew out the fight a little bit longer, but
he could respawn a little bit faster.
Yeah,
nice.
but even then it's even more scary, right? Because if you're relying on an AoE heal from a Bloodstone to keep you alive a few seconds longer and still die.
He didn't pop his BKB. He got, I think the Sunstrike hit all around the same time as the hoof double edge.
Then they had like Tornado, Ice Wall, and everything inside the pit, but the battle kicks off again. Bottom lane, Tornado 1-2. Nice Chappie Jugger. Oh, hello. Omni Slash through them. The stomp comes out again. Requiem wound up at the spin. Chappie still alive. The swap back in. A couple of right clicks will finish him. And Jug with Centaur both dropping. FN fell back after throwing the Tornado. Didn't want to commit to the fight, but will be able to TP away. Sunstrike missing out on RMN there, it looks like. As Miposhka will also TP out.
Drop your Bloodstone. RMN, please.
Efficiency. Like, I even drop Null Talisman on a Magic Wand. Like,
well, Bloodstone's really annoying because you can't put it in your backpack.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So, it's not as easy. But the other items, sure. And you don't really want to put your Bloodstone on the floor. It's like
your one item. He has one. Well, he's got Yules now, I guess.
He's actually very farmed now. So that's kind of nice. Yules can save him from like Omni Slash.
Whoa. What the hell?
Gets in.
Pyke just walks into the enemy base with a Shadow Blade and says, cool, Earth Spirit, thanks, I'll take you. And now they can finally go for that top shrine.
15 minutes, they took T3, took them another 10 minutes to get both shrines.
Yeah.
Not ideal for them, but you know, it's kind of hard to venture up into that area. But I don't actually know if they're going to be able to take it.
Not the most seamless of transitions for them, but they will get there eventually. They can't go towards tier 2 top though. Not got the creep wave. It's shoved all the way to tier 3.
Arcane Night Stalker. Value.
Permanite.
Not quite.
And he's got his Ags. But yeah, he doesn't have the level 3 in the darkness.
Nor does he have Octarine.
Oh yeah. Octarine Night Stalker is so annoying.
It's pretty great.
Is it perma? It's like 12 seconds downtime or something.
It's something ridiculous.
It's very close.
It's very close.
Yeah. Well, now General has that. They've got that AoE vision. Just need to get themselves a gem, which actually Ogre has picked up. Now they can start looking to D-ward and move around the map, control things up even further.
So selfless Ogre. He's going for Vlad's instead of Midas.
Stampede.
Oh,
the high ground. They've got the Axe to jump in as well. The stun, the Omni Slash, the combos through. Biver and General both screwed, and RMN turns to fight, but Chappie dodges the stun out with his Blade Fury. And we'll walk this one off for now. FN looks like he wants to go back in. Pops the Alacrity, and the healing wall's down. The stomp not going to land though, with the BKB from Pycat. Turns the battle up against Chappie, and now down he goes. A little bit too big for his boots there, as Healing Ward dodges a couple of attacks uphill, but the swap back onto Earth Spirit. Nice. I'll kick away and roll back to safety. We'll allow Miposhka to escape, and FN also follows suit. TP's out. And in the meantime, Dandy's been pushing top lane.
His TP was on cooldown. I checked.
But I mean, he's like gaining value while they're winning a team fight already. I say winning. It's a 2-for-1, but
they could have easily just backed off and just gotten 2 kills. So it's definitely on Empire for going back in there, not respecting the BKB of the Avenge that they had revealed in the T2 fight bottom. But you know, they thought they could do it. From their point of view, it was 5v2.
Yeah. One big problem though, the gem they had just bought.
Oh, they lost.
It's now on the Centaur.
That's rough.
Yeah, that's not fun.
You also should not be holding the gem as the ogre.
God, he'd given it to Night Stalker already. Night Stalker died back there.
Oh, he did? Oh, okay.
He'd literally passed it to the Night Stalker. They saw the Rubik, killed the Rubik, and then they lost the gem.
GG.
Unfortunate. FN. Tornado's creep wave blinks back into the trees. General sees him, but oh, tries the Force Staff with the help of Dendi.
That was really close.
Nearly gets the mini stun out from the Void, but will not find him. Aposhka also just barely able to TP away. General's very quick on his feet with his face boots.
He might want to blink or something like that to
That could
be
be
able
cool.
to stop these. Yeah, I'm not actually sure what you go for on Night. Or maybe the armlet that you talked about. He went for cast range at level 10. Never mind. You don't go for armlet with that. Actually, he has bloodlust though.
Difficult decision.
That is pretty difficult. Well, I think at 25 attack speed or 300 mana, it's easily 25 attack speed.
I mean,
you don't run out of mana.
What about like a Basher, an Abyssal Blade or something, or a Hex?
I think Bash would be really nice. I don't like Hex, just because Lotus owns it.
I'm thinking like instant disables against the Jugger or the Invoker.
I like Blink personally, just because he's gonna be picking people off that split push. It's really good at killing the Invoker. But Basher's pretty good too. I think Basher's probably better because Invoker has BKB.
RMN. Looks like he's in trouble. And he'll die. Also loses out on the Dire Courier, which had his Medallion of Courage on it.
Oh,
so
now he's going
it.
for it.
Now he's going for the Solar Crest.
I bet he has so much regret about the Bloodstone too.
Oh, Ghost
after the
Stick.
first Roche.
Miposhka comes in to save him. The 3-man Magnetize is there. The BKB from Pycat's through, but the healing ward's keeping Ghost alive for so long. Swap back into the middle of the three of them will finally secure the kill and the gem. The gem, guys. The Earth Spirit comes back in, and Invoker with the EMP Tornado catches Pycat as well, and Juggernaut says hello. It's a vengeful spirit.
Where is Dendi?
That's a very good question. Dendi
He's TP'd out.
Dendi is miles away. He's BKB TP'd, and he's long gone.
What is up with their teamwork? Like, Pycat's off making solo plays by himself, which is good. Armen's been farming and dying by himself. Not so great. Dendi has just been nowhere to be seen in these team fights, and not really, like, he didn't get the T2 tower left side. He wasn't pushing a tower that time too. He was just TPing back to Fountain, you know, and I don't know if they just like don't trust each other or what, or they just really have that fear of dying.
Like disjointed decisions, it feels like, and I was praising them before this series started, how they seemed to be patient and their decision making seemed crisp and clear in the previous series. In this one, it seems like it's 4+1. Dendi's off doing some of his own things while the rest of the team is grouping up and fighting. And the last time I saw Dendi in a team fight was when they were like pushing down mid.
Been a while. Oh, the T2 fight on bottom too.
Maybe they find the Invoker. Nice stun. Chain it up with a few raises, a few hits in, but FN's got the Ghost Walk.
Where's this detection too?
I was expecting Arman to have Dust or something,
Yeah.
but they do not have it.
The team play is just, you gotta play for the team, man. Get the Solar Crest for the team. Get the Dust for the team. Keeping him by Sentry Wards after that.
And now the third Roshan. Man, this has got ages cheese, and NaVi are not in position to contest this. Up on the high ground, take a look where Miposhka is ready to jump on in, and he'll find the initiation onto Ogre, then he'll roll away. The swap is there. Pycat puts himself in a dodgy position, and now in comes Ghost Stick, the 3-man stun. Oh, this is great for Empire. Spin comes through, and Chappie, well, Tornado won't latch, but Juggernaut will finally lose the age as Dendi joins the team fight with his BKB up, but he doesn't have a target to go on. He's got Requiem available, but now the BKB ends. He's stunned, he's chained, he's killed, he's dead. And another 2-man stomp from Ghost Stick finds the perfect continuation of this team fight. NaVi are crumbling and falling one by one. The self-fuels from this poor Leshrac will only lead into a deny, while General, oh, he scurries away down towards bottom lane to get anything he can out of the rest of this map.
If anything, it's Empire, the ones that are way more patient this game, and kind of just biding their time, waiting for the perfect moment to Roche, like we just saw there. Perfect moment to kind of just gank them, take their gem, wait for them to make the silly moves, wait for Shadow Fiend to be split away from his team with no way to get there, and you know, they're just playing better, or looking for the better opportunities and biding their time. I think Chappie's played pretty well this game too. He kind of led them to that first gank that turned things around on the bottom lane. He has 14 kills. The BKB has served him pretty well in these fights, and yeah, he's just farming like a beast.
And then you have FN, who hasn't died yet this game, had,
Dyer's top
you know, not a rough laning stage, but it wasn't the best. And now you're looking at him thinking, right, he's nearly got Octarine Core, he's pretty much 6 slotted, just wants a refresher or a Hex or something to swap the Midas out for. And he's been landing these big combos, obviously with the help of Ghostic, landing consistent 3-4 man hoof stomps with a Centaur.
Ghostic might actually be like the one that's played the best. He actually went for had the decision to go for the Scepter before the Hood. You will almost always see like Hood into Blink into
Ags.
something else, usually Ags, right? So this game he decided to skip the Hood, and the Ags made a big difference in the team fight bottom, where Rubik kind of stampeded up that cliff. And I do also think that's some fault of NaVi, though, not pressuring him while he's farming up the 4,200 gold for Ags. And Dendi...
Look at this!
Yeah, what is going on in mid? Dendi's BKB is already at 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what happened to 3 of them.
So's Pycat. Pycat's down to 6 seconds as well. Exactly what I was just about to bring up.
Well, Pycat's been in the fights.
Yeah.
Pycat's been in like every single fight, I think, from them.
But they've bought these, you know, relatively early.
Yeah.
And now
they didn't fight with it.
Have depleted all their charges. And if you're allowing FN to basically blink, oh, hang on a second, are they jumping on through? Pycat, there is his 6-second BKB. Dendi, thinking about the Requiem, he's going to launch it out, but Ghostic's there with a stun and the Ice Wall, and the damages. It's way too much. Dendi thought they were going to fight, but in the end, he just gives away the Requiem to the Rubik. And they've lost 2 heroes in quick succession, but if FN is allowed to blink into 2 heroes of the opponent team without any help behind him, and do whatever the hell he wants because NaVi can't stop the Invoker, what are they meant to do to win team fights? What can they do to win team fights?
Swap in a kill. Swap into like a split earth, maybe like that. It's really tough now versus the BKBs. And of course the Centaur Axe makes things insanely difficult for them. Dendi does no damage and he also can't tank anything. He went for this AC after the BKB, which I can understand. He wants to be able to tank the Juggernaut during the BKB, but that last fight he didn't get his BKB off. And if you go AC, you're not really right-clicking very hard because they have the Ags on the Centaurs. So you probably need some sort of like better sustain. I do not think this is a build that many Shadow Fiends would go in this particular situation, but
especially when you've only got 13 souls, he just keeps losing souls over and over again.
Man, he had such a good start too, getting that first blood and 12 souls. Yeah. 36 minutes pass, gain 1 soul.
Oh, poor Dendi. He did go this build last game, but he was against like Slardar, Venge, a bunch of minus armor.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think LD and I were like thinking Butterfly, and he went for the AC, and we were fine with that. But
versus Centaur Invoker, it is. I think. I don't actually know what a better build would have been. Probably. Yeah, Satanic I think is good.
I don't know.
Manta style I think was also pretty good too.
Yeah, it's a tough choice, hey.
Or well. S and Y, yeah. S and Y I probably would have preferred. He just needs to be able to stand there and like right click people. Or just be there for the fights. I think I could have forgave him for his item build had he been there for a lot of the fights that they desperately needed his damage output for. Like Venge and Shadow Fiend are actually so strong together. Like one has huge right, both have huge right click. One has an aura, another one has like a minus armor aura. So they have so much synergy together. But yeah,
he's done it again. FN with his
butterfly.
With his butterfly invoker.
There's a lot of right click. I don't think it's the worst build.
No,
I've seen far worse builds.
Yeah, he's shown that it's definitely not awful, and well, they'll find the ogre, but I think the big fight is kicking off in the meantime towards the back end where they found Pycat as well. Zara, man. Omni Slash comes through, and with a swap back, General is popped in. Pycat runs away, but he's gonna away the life of his teammate. Zara, man, chases down Chappie, but I think this might be the beginning of the end here. Dendi BKBs up and tries to get to the top of the ramp. He will succeed in doing so for now because they change back onto the last track. Split Earth won't do a damn thing. And NaVi, 2 men remaining. Pycat and Dendi, they are the 2 core heroes, but Empire only lose their 2 supports, and with Chappie moving on to high ground, there's going to be another lane of racks.
I think that's GG. No BKBs on Pycat, nor Dendi.
Pycat.
Nice force. That's the best teamwork I've seen them have all game.
Synergy, cohesion, teamwork. 1 Hurricane Pike back, but Pycat He's gonna have to stand his ground and fight here. There is no way you run away, surely. Oh, maybe there is. Apparently Empire. Oh, focusing on buildings, spin TP to retreat. They don't want to give anything to NaVi, even if it means they could have killed off Pycat. He will survive with his life.
He had BKB. I don't think they could have killed him. But yeah, but that's your base in shambles. 2 racks down. And their late game's pretty good. Venge SF is pretty good late game, but I think their BKBs are just straight countered by the Juggernaut at this point too. He has Scotty, so you can right click through them. The attack speed's slow, plus into images, plus him just being way more farmed is not going to bode well for them.
Is Invoker killable anymore? I mean, he hasn't died once this game.
No.
I don't feel like
not unless they like swap him into an instant disable.
into Fountain.
Not even into Fountain. I think they can kill him like if they swap stun into a Requiem. I'd say that's
Okay.
that's pretty reasonable. And Centaur doesn't Ags. But yeah, if Centaur Ags or Invoker pops BKB, which should happen in like 95% of the fights, then yeah, he's not gonna die.
And now he has a DD rune with Alacrity. Look at that.
And Butterfly.
600 damage with the Butterfly attack speed as well. That's a little bit crazy. NaVi, it's time to hold your high ground. They've pushed out the 2 lanes, you know, that's a great start. Top and mid have been shoved. So there won't be like a 2-pronged attack or anything like that from Empire, no. Nothing like that, but the jump in, FN just starts things off and Ghost Stick continues. A good hoof stomp, but the BKB's popped by the Centaur. And Chappie will be able to walk up to high ground and hit the tier 3 with the help of his Blade Fury. NaVi have to go back and regen up Dendi with the Shrine. This is all or nothing time. Stun back onto Chappie, the swap is there. They've moved Dendi in and he's dead and gone. He has to buy back. The stomp comes through and Ghost Stick runs on through it as well. They've got so much damage between them. Chappie chases down the Night Stalker with the Tornado out as well. Omnislash bounces back between them, looking for Pycat, but Dendi's BKB Requiem doesn't do too much. It's stolen away by Rubik, and he might look to turn with this. The Blink Hoof Stop again from Ghost Stick. Requiem from King R. The damage output's insane. The Tornado will finish off 1. The Magnetize might finish off the 2nd, but the Bloodstone Heal keeps Pycat alive. But I don't know for how much longer. GG is called, and NaVi tap out a Sunstrike from FN. The final move of the game, it looks like, securing another kill over Vengeful Spirit.
It's surprising for NaVi.
It really was. It really was. First, like, what, 17... When did they take the tier 3? 17 minutes in? 16 minutes in?
When? 15.
50.
When did
15,
this music come? What was
the end game music?
Yeah.
So